Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's still morning where I am, so good morning to y'all who are still in the AM. Y'all click the like button as you enter, and we are going to be speaking on some stuff today. And some's going to be funny, some's going to be serious, I'm going to go deep. Y'all know how I always do, so get ready. And um, the title of this video is basically saying, when they know what you like, it could go either way. Are they trying to get you to notice them? Are they trying to get you to like them more? Or are they just making sure that, you like them? Is it a way to show that they think about you when they remember what you like and things like that? So we're going to get into that. Anybody who's been in a relationship, marriage, or just a really close friendship will probably have, some examples and things to share as well. So I'm going to let y'all get in here and click that like button before I really get into, what I want to talk about. So you guys go ahead and do that. If y'all are new, subscribe, hit that subscribe button so that you can get more of my videos and notifications and all that kind of good stuff. You can even be a member because y'all get some special privileges. I see y'all's names better and can shout you out faster. But okay, so let's get into what we were discussing. So when he knows what you like, this is really a lot of women's pet peeve, or they also like to congratulate men who actually pay attention. So when someone that you're with knows what you like and they continuously show you that they're listening to you and that they are doing those things that you like, it's almost like a silent way of complimenting you or giving you exactly what you want without you having to ask, because they actually pay attention, And so these are the best types. So a lot of times you ladies ask me, well, what if I do this and they don't respond? Or what if I ask for this and they act like they don't understand, or I have to beg, or da, 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 da. If you have someone that's definitely wanting to do whatever it is you're wanting them to do, they are going to pay very close attention, and they're going to get those things done just how you like them. So that's how you also know that that person is really, trying to impress you in some sort of way. Because if they're trying to impress you, it's going to go deeper than just some surface words that you spoke. It's going to turn into actions and a lifestyle and a way to communicate as well. So make sure you know that when you start to see those things, you're like, oh, okay, they're serious, or oh, okay, they really want my attention. Oh, okay, they're they mean business. And so look a little bit deeper sometimes, because if you don't, and you're so worried about, how you gonna get $5 for gas, that's petty. That's petty. You know, the bigger picture has to do with how they feel about you and how they see you and how special they make you feel on a daily basis. That's it. If you can't feel that or get that, you probably don't really need to end up with that type of person. And you need, like, a lot of girls always say, oh, we don't catch feelings for these type of people and this type of guy. And a lot of women always catch feelings for the wrong type of men, but also they catch feelings when they're not paying attention to what someone else is actually doing, who may have caught feelings for them. So sometimes you miss the one who gets feelings for you because you got feelings for someone else. So make sure you see that. Make sure you look deeper. Especially if you're dating, like, and you're young, you're out there, and you got multiple, options and things like that. Make sure you pay attention. Wherever you're dating, you're always asking yourself these questions: Does he Adore you. Okay, yeah. So you'll be able to tell the difference by how people treat you. You don't need to beg to be treated a certain type of way. Just be observant of how people are responding to you, how they're reacting to you, and what you want. Sorry, turn the light up. And how much you're having to do in order to get the things that accomplished that you're trying to get accomplished with this certain particular you know person. And that's a better way to make decisions and choices of who you should be spending your time with. Okay. But don't always depend on a lot of people to be the exact same. Everyone is different and they have different ways of expressing themselves and doing things. But the best ones are the ones that observe how you observe and then they speak your language, whatever that is. It could be through the, them listening to a conversation and picking up on the things that you like, and you're not even realizing that they're taking those notes. But later on down the line, they're a lot of the stuff that you discuss may be presented to you in a different way to prove that this person actually listens to you. So, and sometimes it's nice to know that someone is like, okay, well, I've observed, I know what you like, I've been paying attention because I really like you because that is how much you mean. Okay, so and it's even better when they have money. Okay, it's even better when there's not going to be no struggle and you know making life decisions at the gas station. Okay. There's going to be a lot of relief when it comes to, knowing that your standards are on a certain level. So you don't have to deal with no dust anymore. And it's not even an issue in your mind. So when you get to that level, you know, then you're really going to be able to attract and work with a lot of the types of relationships or friendships or companionships that are on a better, or higher level. So we don't have to deal with no dust anymore. Okay, so y'all need to get to that level fast as you can, and no, I mean no rush, but get out of the dust zones and like leave the dusty dust in the past, and allow things to evolve how you're leveling up. The dusty dust. Mm-hmm. Shira, I've never had a man casually give you money or put me on a direct deposit. I want to experience it, but I don't want to act awkward about it when then act like you are used to it. Whenever things are awkward to someone, it's because they're not used to it. You know, they're not used to it. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the first time you go to a very nice, expensive hotel and you're not used to people, carrying your bags to the room and, making sure you have, some cucumber water when you walk in because you might be parched from walking to your car to the front desk. You know, if you walk in there like you're used to that, and da, 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 you don't skip a beat. You get treated this way and that way. And if you're looking around, people can tell if what you're used to and what you're not, and they can tell how much you value yourself and how valuable you are. So act like you're already used to it. It's not awkward if you think you're already like if you act like you already have it. That's just the way it is. Like whoever you dated before had you on direct deposit. Whoever you were with before gave you money with no issue. So when you move from relationship to relationship, you're less afraid to voice whatever it is or expect whatever it is that you had in your last relationship because you knew you could have it and it was no big deal. Okay. So when you are afraid to ask, when you don't want to mention stuff, it's because you have never had it and they can tell. And why would they give it to you if they don't even feel like, that's something that is necessary? So you can't have nothing, you can't miss anything you've never had. So act like you already had it. So it's no big deal to ask or to mention or to expect. No big deal at all. Okay. Um, You said this guy tried to buy you instead of investing after you rejected him and his money. He came back and asked me on a date. I told him I'll think about it. How can I use this to my advantage? I don't know. Like, do you really want to be with that person? Do you want to date that person? If so, then figure out how you want to benefit from that, and then move forward. Whatever it is. Is there a place you would like to go that you've never been? Is there a certain amount of time you would like to spend with that person? Is there a certain place you want to, meet up? Da, 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 da? Then definitely write all that stuff down and see what you can get. Okay. If there's a place, there's some clothes or shops you've been wanting to visit, write that down too. Put all of them on the list if you want. Be extra. um, Share this guide. Okay, I already read that one. I have so much patience. Okay. You said treat them like a job. You expect to get paid, right? And it's more than that. It's like like people go in expecting the best, and they get something good. But if you go in expecting the worst, chances are you're not gonna get nothing good. You're gonna get something mediocre or bad. Or, well, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But if you go in there expecting the best, you're gonna get something good, or you may get the best. So go in there expecting the most. And if you come out with the least, oh well, you didn't lose anything. You still gained because you got something. Go in there expecting the most so you can come out with something better than the least. That's all I can say. Um, when asking for money, do I speak with the baby? I always say, when you ask or you straight up say, "Can I have?" or "I need," you already have to know the answer before you speak, baby. You already got to know they're gonna say yes before you open that mouth. Otherwise, you just mention things that cost money until they offer. You mention things that you need or that have to be done or that are, standing in your way from being closer to this person or whatever, or making your life more difficult. You mention those things, and if they don't offer to pay, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? The whole point is to get them to care. And once they start to care more, you don't have to ask no more. Okay? So think like that. The more you get them to care, the more you get them to invest in you, to care about what happens in your life. You don't have to ask. So if you already know they're going to say yes because they're so into you and they can't tell you no, then you ask. And if you ask to get on that direct deposit, you don't have to ask over and over and over and over and over and over and over each month. You just gonna have it. All right. So, and when they know what you like, they're going to make sure they continue to do that so that your, fondness of them will grow because they're paying attention to you. So the more they pay attention to what you like and they continue to do those things, the more you're going to, grow fond of them. And so it works in both directions. Oh, he paying attention. Oh, he knows what I like. Oh, I don't have to ask him for nothing. You see all these ladies in here bragging about what they men doing and da 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 da. It's so much better than going and reading a bunch of excuses of what they men ain't doing in the comments. So when a man pays attention to you and knows what you like and does those things, and you can brag on him and you can feel some sort of way about him. And you can say, oh, that's so, and you can feel like, oh, that's so sweet that they were listening or they paid attention or they know what I like or they know what turned me on or they know what da 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 da. Then that is more intimate than you asking for something or for them giving you something very generic and blah and saying, well, you do this or you do that. And when they pay attention, it's like, dang, either they real good or they really care. I don't care which one it is, keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's how a lot of men feel too. Like when I taught y'all to listen to all the things that they're saying, to pay close attention to the details and the stuff that they're speaking. When you talk about certain things and they realize that you've been listening and you're picking up on a lot of stuff that they're saying, they feel special too, and they want to get to know you more too, and they feel more of a bond with you too because they know you're not just blah, or you don't see them in a way that most people see them. You see the more intricate details, which most people miss. So it's kind of like reading the fine print of something or appreciating something for its value that is most unknown. And most people will be drawn more to that. So that's why I say pay attention, be very observant, know what people like, especially men. Men don't really do this a lot. And so the ones that do probably have the better relationships and the most luck with women. And they'll probably more likely be able to find someone that does the same in return. If that's what they're looking for, I don't know. Mhm. So, like, when they know what you like, you can get more out of the relationship and they can feel more fulfilled. You know how y'all are always talking about, oh, these guys say I don't give them enough affection or attention. They want that superficial, normal, blah, fake attention and affection that they still won't fulfill them. I think a lot of people want to feel known, and a lot of people want to feel that intimate closeness with people who pay attention. So that's why I always see y'all better write down details. Y'all better make mental notes about what these people are talking about when y'all are focused on, well, how am I going to ask him for some gas? Or how am I going to ask him to pay for my Uber? You're not even really listening to anything. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're listening and you won't have to ask for no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to have patience during the talking stage. He seems like a high earner and he's attracted to me. Just be observant. You know what I'm saying? And although a lot of young women don't know how to do this because they're not, I mean, prepared. So prepare before you meet that person. Prepare of what you're going to pay attention to. Prepare of things to look out for in the conversation. Prepare on what to talk about. Prepare how you're going to react. Or just if you're a natural and you work on your feet, like, you're good on your feet is what I'm saying. Like, you can respond to anything and still feel good about your response. Then do that if that's what works best for you. But if you are unable to do that, you need to plan, write down stuff, make sure that you stay in control and stay observant, because it's not going to work for everyone because everyone is not the same. You have to know your strengths and weaknesses in conversation, and then, make sure that your conversation is strong in the parts where they're weak. And da, 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 da. But most people just want you to pay attention to them. The conversation really doesn't matter as long as you remember what they're saying, you're interested in what they're saying, and you can say something back later on, further down the line, to make sure that they know that you remember and was paying attention to every detail because you actually care and like them as a human being. Okay? So that's what you say. You do more listening than anything. I listen too. I'm listening, like looking and listening, like observing, super observant. And sometimes I'm too observant. I'm like, I'm sus. You don't be too observant to where you become suspicious of everything, but just enough to know, what you need to know. She would tell us some mistakes you've learned from while dating. Um, well, I always say don't drink so much. If you're drinking and you're on a date, don't drink too. Don't get drunk unless you're on a drunk date. Unless you're on that date to get drunk, because there's different types of dates. A lot of people think there's only one type of date. No, there's several types of dates. Back in the old days, like before the internet and all that stuff, and level up movement and all that kind of stuff, I was free to do what I wanted, or even afterwards, and even just my mental of thinking. Different dates are for different things. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to drink and date because you want to drink, then by all means drink. If you're on a date and you're trying to, have fun and let loose and be who you are and drink and do that, because obviously you're very comfortable there. But if you're really trying to do something like bag somebody, get their money, get their bag, make sure you act 100% correct so that you don't come off a certain way, then you got to stay sober. So I would say drinking probably for the most part. Be careful of that. Um, but if you feel comfortable enough with someone and you already, know them and stuff like that, then drinking is probably not going to be a big deal. But for someone that you've never met and you don't know, I don't know. Watch out. How can we prepare mentally and physically to be girlfriend or wife? Y'all act like this is hard or something. You just be what they dream of. Like, okay, and you don't aim for somebody who's going to have too many high expectations for you. Like, for example, most people would cherish and want a girlfriend or a wife who, they feel lucky to have, whether it be for their looks, their personality, their style, their way of reacting to that person, whatever, all the above. You can't make this so hard because it is so simple. If you're trying to find the perfect man and the perfect this and the perfect that, and how do you be this and how do you prepare to be a girlfriend or a wife, you already prepared because you're a woman. Okay? You're already prepared because you're a woman. Everything else will fall in place naturally. And whatever your standards are, make sure you stay and stick with those standards. And that's how you prepare to be a girlfriend or a wife. Keep your standards. Whatever your standards are as a girlfriend or a friend, and a girlfriend and a wife, keep them. Don't change them. Keep them. Okay? You don't have to do anything to prepare mentally. You just have to mentally prepare to keep your standards. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So did I write details about them in a notebook so you know how to act or change your behavior? Should you write details in them in a notebook so you can change your behavior around different men? If you're really into this and you're trying to do the most in the least amount of time, it is very good to do those things. But if you got a good photogenic memory like I do, you ain't got to write nothing down. You just remember. Like, oh yeah, I remember. I know what to do. Uh, if you can't remember nothing, yeah, write it down, girl. Mhm. Uh, and you can write it down in your SheRaSeven Level Up journal. Write it down here, or it's safe. And you can replace the book when it get full. Put the cover on another journal the same size. So get that, get that. Don't tell men you like or what you like or what you're looking for, because that's how. And exactly, don't tell them. They should observe it. They should already know from the type of woman you are, the type of things that you speak on, and what they notice that you are impressed by. When they can gather those details and information and present to you something that you're impressed with, that's really good. Okay. If you tell them and give them a list of stuff and da 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 da, and they barely even pay attention and meet that list, it's the count. It don't count. It has to almost feel like natural. Like it almost has to feel supernatural, I would say. And that's how you know. Sure, you appreciate the depth and the maturation in content these last months. You have continued to level, and it's awesome. Thank you. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Appreciate that. Um, let's see. You turn men off. Oh, it turns you off when a man is trying to get so much information off of me, but I trigger them and talk about things about myself they don't want to hear. Mm. Should we just control our emotions to always make sure our spouse love us much more than we love them? When I love someone, I feel like I lose control and become insecure. Um, Honestly, the best way I can answer that question is when you love someone so much, you're supposed to love yourself even more, because you can't love someone else so much if you don't love yourself. And I know that sounds cheesy and corny, but listen, if you are going to put that much energy and that much effort into loving someone that much, They have to also see that you put the same amount of energy or even more into yourself to even want to love you back the same exact amount. Okay. It is psychological at that point. If they see you being insecure and all this kind of stuff because you love them so much, they don't want someone that vulnerable, weak, and unable to even love themselves. Like they don't see your value anymore after that. So you can't. And you can act humble. You can do all those things in a relationship in order to avoid like certain arguments or things like that. But what you can't do is ever become insecure. You can't, because that is what keeps all that stuff going. And it's the biggest turnoff. Insecurity is one of the top, I would say, top two turnoffs in any type of relationships. When someone is insecure, like, ugh, like you don't have no other options. You're afraid to lose me because why? A lot of times, if it's coming from men, insecurity from men is because they feel like they can't control or they can't control the situation or the relationship and they don't want to end up looking stupid. And with women, a lot of the insecurity comes from feeling like they're not the only option or they don't want to come across as a pick me show or whatever. So lose all those insecurities and stop caring. Like be exactly who you are and stay very secure within yourself. And that is enough. I promise you. All that insecurity crap is disgusting. Like I can't even stand when people are insecure. I don't care if they're a man or a woman. It's disgusting. It's for me, I feel like it's kind of like why? Girl, you better boost that self-esteem up and not care. You don't feel like you have trouble getting a man to love you more than the I love him, but I think it is very intimidating. I want to learn to get what I want without being intimidated. Act like you already have it, act like you deserve it, act like it's the norm. Okay? It's not hard. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is it hard to get a man to take you to a restaurant to go eat if he likes you? No, it's not. Now, if a woman has never been on a date with a man who's never asked her to go to a decent restaurant and went through the drive-through every time and asked her to pay, she would be intimidated to ask a man or to even suggest or even feel guilty for wanting to go to a restaurant where they have cloth napkins because she's never had it before. She's not used to it, you know. So you just act like that's what it is that you are used to and you accept nothing less. There is no other option. Okay? Because there are some women around here who feel guilty when the bill comes, who feels like an expensive restaurant is too much for them to even ask or expect to go to, even on their birthday and things like that. You have women that actually walk around feeling like they don't deserve the basic crap. And so they walk around feeling insecure to get to go eat at where most people get to go eat all the time on dates. They walk around feeling insecurity for not wanting to go through a drive-through with a dusty. They feel bad when they even think about opening their mouths to suggest something with a waiter. So, yes, people walk around here insecure because they're not used to having what they are wanting. So, act like you already have it. Act like you expect it. Act like you don't even know. Act like drive through is for children, baby. And when you late somewhere and can't stop to go eat, and when you are by yourself or with some kids in the backseat of your car or something, drive through is not for no date. Okay? So that's why I'm saying you have to pay attention. Also, pay attention to other women and how they act and when they expect stuff. And they're not going to sit there and battle themselves in the mind as to what they deserve. They already know. They deserve what they want. period. And that's why a lot of women get what they want because they know they deserve it. They don't have this conversation about any type of insecurity. They already know what they want and they already know that they're going to get it. And it's just a matter of time and da 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 da. That's it. Think like that and throw all them insecurities in the trash. How to stop yourself from caring too much about how random men view me on the outside. I act nonchalant and not caring, but mentally I care and hate feeling like um I wouldn't really like honestly, do those men even have enough money to pay your bills? Because I'm not worried about what anybody think I look like unless they got enough money in their bank account to do what I need them to do. Okay. That's how I do it. You ain't got enough money for me to care about what you think about me. That's keep it like that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why does your ex who cheated on you still talk to me even though his girl finds it offensive? Cause he like you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't help that. Some people just got it like that. Exes will always be looking back because you might be that one that got away, baby. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband doesn't pursue you anymore, so I stopped doing many things for him as well, but it doesn't seem to bother him, including stuff. Good. Now you can pursue something else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Pursue what you like. Pursue the things that you like to do. And be who you are. Be your best self. Pursue life and do all the things that you like to do. And somebody's gonna notice that. And they may start pursuing you. And you may start feeling, wow, somebody's pursuing me because I'm just being me. Wow. And they will take whatever all those things that you're doing as a way to say, oh my gosh, I really like and admire this person and like how they live and operate each day. And if your husband or your spouse doesn't recognize that, then he don't recognize it, but somebody else will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I say thank you first, and then I say I know. You're the best. That's exactly what has been happening. Exactly. Go do what you got to do. Somebody else is always going to recognize the goodness of you, even if it's your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your best friend, whoever. But at the same time, as long as you are confident within yourself, sometimes you don't need people to notice you. Sometimes it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't matter, then you're not missing anything. When you feel like it matters, the other person should pick up on it. And, especially if you've been married a while, they should pick up on that and begin to do those things again for you. And if not, then, somebody else definitely will. And that's just what it is. Okay. You said your ex cheated on you and chose the other girl, but still talks to me while being with his girl. She will help you understand. Girl, if you want him, go get him. You know how easy it is to steal a man this day and age. I did it back in the day. You could do it. You saying you can't do what I did? You better stop caring and go get what you want if that's what you want. If you don't want him, then that's his problem. It ain't yours. If you don't want him, then that's his problem. It ain't yours. Maybe he just likes complimenting you. Maybe he just like making you feel some sort of way. It don't matter as long as you're getting what you want out of the situation. That's all. If you want that person, then go get him. He better be giving you money or paying for those calls. What? How do you do? How do you deal with a clingy man? Pull out your laptop and go shopping online and ask for his wallet while he's sitting next to you. Pull out your phone, your tablet, and start shopping every time he's sitting next to you. So every time it's going to condition him. Every time he wants some love and affection, it's going to cost. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even if you got to go on DoorDash to order a bunch of food, you still got to pay something. You're gonna get up and you're like, oh, I'll go find something to do. Mm. You never found a man with worth stealing? Okay. Sure, texting men makes you tired and you accidentally ghost them. How to improve texting game? Make sure whoever you're texting is someone that makes you feel good. Okay, because that way it becomes more of a like given like response thing. If they don't make you feel how you like to feel when you're texting someone, then it's naturally that you're going to ghost. So those guys need to be paying attention as to what you like, so that they can cater more to you. Or, if you just talk to a bunch of guys and you don't like what they're saying anymore, it's because they don't make you feel that certain way anymore. So you got to be gone. Don't waste time texting when you don't want to be there. Okay. You're in a brand new connection. How do you prep him before we actually start dating? To keep your standards high and make sure he meet them, or wants to meet them, or are actively meeting them. Does that mean men don't like to pay things for us? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that if someone's going to cling onto you to where you can't even have your own space to breathe, then they need to pay for that. And if they don't want to pay for that every single time, it will condition them to find something else for them to do in their own free time. You know what I'm saying? And give you your space that you need. What if you only text after meeting? I don't know what that means. Like you meet them and then they text you and then they don't text you anymore, then don't meet them no more. First impressions are important, okay? Yeah, some of this is common sense. It sure is. If he offers you to stay at his place, does that mean he's serious about you? No. I mean, unless he offers you to move in and he paying all the bills. Yeah. Okay. He offers to buy you things sometimes, but you think it's a test to see if I'm interested in only his money, how to get things without looking interested in his gifts and money. Um, Say things you like, and if he offers to buy them, accept them. That's it. Oh, I really like that. That's really pretty. Don't ask for him to buy it. If he offers to buy it, oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. It's that easy. If you don't end up getting nothing because you don't mention that he wants to buy it for you, then maybe the next time ask for it. Every other time, girl. Hmm. If he says he's crazy, believe him. But also buy yourself stuff so he knows you don't need his money. You know what? That's also a thing, but like, don't get into the habit of doing that because then he's gonna be like not wanting to pay for stuff. If you're gonna do that, buy the smallest thing in there, but pick up the biggest thing or the thing that you want most, put it back so he notices that you don't want to buy it with your own money. Pick up the little cheapest, smallest thing and go to the counter after shopping around for a long time. He's gonna be like, "That's all you want? That's all?" Well, yeah, because I'm gonna pay this time. Well, go get what you want. I'll pay. I mean, you sat in here for an hour, maybe walk around and suffer for a whole hour. You gonna come up here and get a pair of earrings that ain't even real? Go get what you want. I saw you looking at that dress. I saw you looking at that purse. Go get it. That's real, man. They be paying attention. They know you looked at that dress. You know they tried on that dress, and you gonna come to the counter with a little pair of $5 earrings, $10 earrings, $20 earrings, whatever. They gonna be mad that they spent all that time in that store walking around, listening to you talk about this and that. You come up there with a pair of earrings. They gonna tell you to go get what you want, and they gonna pay for it. So that's like you got to use common sense. And a lot of y'all can't think like that on your toes. So y'all need to get my elixir. I'm putting that in the description bar. right here. So y'all can be thinking good like me. Y'all know, like a lot of people, they don't get enough minerals and nutrients in their body. Their brain neurons can't be connecting left and right, forwards and backwards. They can't see the end before the beginning. So, y'all need to get that elixir, baby. It will help you get to that next level mentally. It will up your game mentally. I promise you. Um, get that, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he does not take you shopping? Yes, but gave you his credit card on the second date for me to shop, whatever on. Girl, make sure that card ain't stolen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Check the limit on the card number on the back. Do something. Go to the ATM with it first. Wear your mask. Girl, I'm not finna do all of that. Go grocery shop and try to get cash back. I don't know. Wear your mask. Anyway, see, I'm a little bit suspicious unless I know that that's his credit card. Like I've seen that name on many things, like driver's license, mail, gym membership, whatever. I need to see that name at least 5, 6 times somewhere else before I even take that credit card and try to use it. If that checks out, then go buy what you want, girl. All right. You say your husband got a joint account you want off. You try telling him, but he doesn't agree. I've already transferred money to your savings, but I don't want to pay for anything. Then don't deposit your check in that account no more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, don't you have an option? Don't you have free will? If you are on direct deposit, then switch it to your savings account or open your own account. Like, I don't see why you can't walk down to the bank, drive down to the bank, take an Uber down to the bank, fill out the little form, wait, open your own account. I don't see why you can't do that. I don't care what somebody think. If I want to do something, I'm going to go do it. Period. Okay? He can't stop you from opening your own account. What are you going to do? Have I tried any of this with James? I get whatever I want from James. I just have to ask. He was dating a married pastor. He was investing money. Then his wife died and stopped investing. He stopped investing, said she wants to sow his oats, wants him to show his oats. He's old, by the way, how to get him investing again. What? Girl, his wife dying or something. You sow your raw oats. Girl, I don't know. I mean, can he sow his raw oats? I don't know. Do he want to? Is he confident enough to? I don't know. What would a man I haven't slept with say why would a man that you haven't slept with say he loves you too soon to get you to sleep with him soon? Probably. When I hear the word love, I hear the word cha-ching. I don't hear no underwear coming off. I hear cha-ching. You love me? Well, you gonna love these bills. You gonna love this shopping cart check out. Okay, when somebody says love, that means money. It don't mean sex. Because if they love you, they'll do whatever you ask. If you have sex with somebody that you love, or that's different because you know they're gonna do what you gotta do when you ask them. But if you have, okay, well, I need this. Find a way to get it to me. Or I want this. And find a way to get it to me. That's love. Okay. You're trying to get asked for some money shopping and then bills paid. How to make him marry you? We've been a couple for 9 months. I think I love him. He pays for everything. 9 months, eh? Are you already thinking about marriage? That's a little bit too soon. Um, I think you should wait a little bit longer to see if he's in it for the long run. Mhm. If you love me, you will do whatever I ask. Okay. How to respond to a man who says, "I can buy you something better." Um, Send them the link of what you want that's better. Okay, buy it, prove it, do it. If a man can't, if I can't get money, I assume they don't even like me. If you can't get money, are you asking? Are you suggesting in the correct way? And if they're still unresponsive, they don't want to give you any money. So move on. It doesn't mean they don't like you. Maybe they can't give you any money. Maybe their money is going to another woman. Maybe their money is not able to be, spread around like that because it's in savings. That doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means they can't afford you at the moment. Okay? Just move it on. See, a lot of women like to put themselves like down. So, for example, it's up to you if that man likes you or not. I'm going to tell y'all one thing, and y'all don't ever realize this, but it's up to you if that man likes you or not. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all how this is done. In your mind, how you feel about yourself is your business. Okay? If someone doesn't respond to you how you think they should, it doesn't mean they don't like you. It simply means that they couldn't respond to you how you wanted them to. Okay. Everybody's taking so many things so personally these days. Like, it's not because I don't like you. It's just that you can't respond to me that I need the way that I need you to. That's it. That's all it is. If someone doesn't like you, they're not even going to be bothered with you. They're not even going to care. They're not going to remember you. They're going to try to forget you as quickly as possible. Okay. Uh, it doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means they're not able to respond to you the way that you want to be responded to. They're not able to meet your standards. They're not able to do all those things that you need to be done. So they're going to definitely just stop wasting your time. That's all. They're not going to waste your time anymore. Okay. And a lot of women will self, you know, uh, I don't know, suffer. A lot of women will suffer on purpose because, oh, they don't like me. And when I jokingly say, oh, if they're not getting you no money, they don't like you like that, it simply means that they can't give you, or they can't meet your standards. You're not the woman that will push them to meet your standards. There's another woman out there that may be able to push them to meet her standards, but you ain't her. It doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means they're not able to respond to you the way that you want to be responded to. It means that it may take a different type of woman to get them to do that task. That's it. Doesn't mean they don't like you. They don't know you to not like you. So stop using that type of self, defeating language, because you don't even realize it, that making you feel worse and worse and insecure each time you decide that you want to, maybe date or get in a relationship. Stop thinking they don't like you. They can't respond to you the way you want them to respond to you. And that's it. No personal. Don't take nothing personal. What sugar daddy, what if sugar daddy who being with you makes you want to make him want to level himself up in terms of the way he looks, dresses? What does that mean? I always look and dress better than him, which is good. It means he's trying to look good for you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because he feels stupid sitting next to you. And sometimes men don't want other men to know that you're only with them for their money. If you dressed impeccable and they sitting there dressed like a bum, they know you ain't with him for the right reason anyway. So they want to look like y'all together for the right reason. Okay? That could just be it. Um, like if a guy dressed really well and they liked you because, you do that thing real good in the bed, but you dress like, who did it and why, Even though they will take you out in public, people are gonna know, oh, and they're gonna think certain things. Oh, she probably good in bed. She probably do whatever he wants. She probably cook, clean, flip it over, um, you know, and feel lucky to be with him. But if you don't want to feel like that, then you're gonna go in there and you're gonna level yourself up to look like you belong with that person. Okay, no question. Maybe a little question, but not no, pick Misha stuff. Okay. So a lot of men will dress so they don't look like, they just hired a hooker or they just with a gold digger. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, he says you always dress nicely and you're 28, he's 40. Well, girl, he probably used to dating people that don't dress nice. Okay. He said we both look good when we go out. Wonderful. You dress like a lady sometimes. Should I go out? Also more sporty. I don't like sport clothes. Girl, I'm not dressing no. I don't play sports, so I don't know. I'm not gonna go out in nothing sporty if I ain't playing no sport, and I don't play sports. Thank you, QS Mimi Sprinkle Sprinkle. Better to go out alone or with friends to find sugar daddy. Girl, alone. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Alone, alone. Or go out with friends, but set yourself apart, far apart, so they don't even know you out with friends. You can arrive with friends and leave with friends. You know what I'm saying? But walk around, move around. Um, that's how I feel about it. Walk around, move around if you go with people, but don't stay in a group until it's time to leave. Okay, that's my best advice. You said you love dressing sexy, but as a new mom, it feels weird. Yeah, wait till that child grow up a little bit older, and you won't feel as weird. Um, how much money? How many thousands he needs to spend on us before they get the cookie? However many you think is necessary, baby. Um, that is if that's the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that's not the deal. Sometimes people want more than that, less than that, whatever your personal preference is. I would definitely say if you know that they want it and you know the whole thing is, how much you can get, then as long as you can hold out, as long as they keep spending. And depending on how much money they have, like a lot of women are sitting here expecting men to give them thousands of dollars when they can't even afford that. So make sure they can afford what you're expecting, because they take you out to dinner, they spend money on you, they take you shopping, they date you, they court you, they pay attention to what you like, they bring you some flowers, they do all these nice things. And if you feel like they deserve it, give it to them. Great. Especially if you're not attracted to them in any type of way. The longer they gotta wait, the more they're gonna be willing to spend. Okay, done. Hmm. Is it a cultural thing? Very surprising. 1 minute super spoiled, and the next minute a lecture. Girl, let them people talk. They ain't got nobody else to listen to them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. part of being in those type of relationships is that you gotta listen to them talk. Uh-huh. All right. So yeah. And when they know what you like, you have to do less. You got to do way less when they know what you like. They know what you want. They know everything how you like it because they've been paying attention. You don't feel as stressed, and you have less to do, and it's kind of a relief, and you don't feel like a lot of pressure, and you don't feel a lot of those things. All you feel is it's so nice. You giving them points, and there's not even a point system, but you made one just to give them. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. AE, sprinkle, sprinkle, appreciate that. So when you find yourself giving points to someone and you don't even know y'all in a point system, that's how you know that they're paying attention and doing the things that you like. And it's very impressive. And if you can brag on them, then even better. Even if you feel like in your mind, this is this is so great, da da da. You don't have to tell nobody because some people don't tell people because they don't want everybody in their business. But if you feel like that to yourself, like that's even better. Oh, darling dolls, sprinkle, 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 give me that money. hmm Best advice to get a high value man. I don't label men as high value. That's one thing y'all. I don't know. I don't like that. It's kind of stupid because that means it can go down. Either you valuable or you ain't. Period. Ain't no high or low. It's ain't no scale. You either are or you ain't. Make up your mind. You know what I'm saying? If it's high, it can go low. I don't even want that option. Just give me value. Give me valuable. Okay? Give me a valuable man. Because that value is based on me and what I think value is. Not high. High to who, baby? Because high to somebody is not high to me. So high to pick me, you ain't high to me. So we can't use that scale. I don't use that scale. Either you valuable or you ain't. So how to get a valuable man? Be a valuable woman. Yeah, it's like who says that? It's like so high low. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sumptuous, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said best advice to get a valuable man with options to commit. I hate those words. Why? Those words are a setup for failure. How to attract a valuable man who will commit. Change it. Y'all are defeating yourselves before y'all even speak. Y'all typing out the wrong crap. How to find a valuable man who will commit. That's the question, not that other crap. That other crap is set up for failure. How to find a high, which can go low or medium, value man who, no, who wants to commit. Is that what you asked? That means he got options. Take the option word out, baby. You're the only option. Words are powerful. How to attract a valuable man who will commit. Only say and ask for what you want. Only deal, only think, only feel what you want. Y'all have too many options for insecurity to sneak into there. That's why I don't use those words. That's the difference. That's why I get what I want. Okay? Remember, not everyone is for you. When you start to sound like, carbon copies of other people, you're not personalizing. You're not personalizing your own life. You're not creating the life that you want. You're regurgitating other words that may not be good for you. Okay? So use words that only bring benefit, that do not take away from you, and you will always win. What about you? You say it's prize fighting prize. Okay. So People do change and grow. If they don't, they stagnate. Exactly. But they have to want to change, not because they have to want to change. And it's not something that you can make them do. It's something that they will do because of how you are either reacting or because of how you're moving in your life, you know. You said it's better to trust your gut or your mind. Um, I think it's better to trust how you feel first because that is probably going to get you further. And then your mind, they need to have a meeting and figure out um, the best move. They need to compromise. And they need to figure out how they're going to benefit either way. Okay. Is it dumb to settle on one man at a young age? Give them your best years. Not if you're getting everything you want, because honestly, if you're getting everything you want, you're not really settling. If there's more that you want in life after a long time, then there are several ways to get it. So if you're not getting everything you want as a young woman, then by all means do not settle. But if you are getting everything that you want, then and then you're good. Thanks for this journey. Been following you from France. Wanda, thank you, goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle, changing your lives. Uh oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Got some international monies. Some pounds. Okay. You can't get your cousin to stop wearing leggings. I told her you attract what you are, girl. After college or high school, get retired in leggings unless y'all go into the gym or on a hike somewhere. I don't know. Um, you can't get people to stop doing what they're doing. You just got to show them by example. Hmm. Some men love leggings, especially if you have nice legs. Okay. Well, if you like leggings and you think men like leggings and you get quality men noticing you and approaching you in leggings, then by all means wear your leggings. But when I was younger and also now, like I need to dress for the lifestyle that I like and want to be in. And sometimes leggings don't go in that lifestyle. So it just depends on where you're going, what you plan to do on that day. Can you be spontaneous in leggings? Can you just go, you're just driving and all of a sudden, it hits you that you want to go somewhere, but you look down and you got on leggings. Are you going to be welcomed? Are you going to be feeling like your best? So I like to say that, it's okay to wear leggings if you're not planning on going anywhere and you're just like running an errand and you are young. I don't think old people should be walking around in leggings. Um, Unless they're at the gym. I think it's young people. Like if you're under 25, wear them leggings, child. Wear them wherever you need to go. Do what you gotta do with it. When you start hitting the 30, throw them leggings up in a drawer and don't take them out till it's time to work out or get comfortable and don't leave your house or something. Because for me, I feel that dress for the lifestyle that you want. If you like a legging lifestyle, then dress for a legging lifestyle. That's all I can tell you. Dress for the legging lifestyle, baby. And sometimes the legging lifestyle is what people want. Some people just lounge around in leggings, go shopping, go home, go to dinner. I don't know. Like for me, I don't see when I see myself, I don't want to see a movie of myself going all these places, doing all these things, wearing leggings. I want to see something else. I, so yeah. He said I will look hot in leggings. And I would be wearing sunglasses and a hat or in disguise. Okay. Mhm. But if y'all are young, if y'all are under 25, I don't care. Like, y'all ain't ready yet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wouldn't catch me in no leggings though. I was always dressed. Okay. I was always dressed. I was like, okay, what am I wearing today? Let me go shopping for a new outfit. That was me in my 20s. I was not going to be seen caught dead out, no leggings. That was the early 2000s when everybody dressed. All right. Um, Shira is calling guy just a few times in the beginning. Okay, I've noticed when I talk to them, it seems like they actually want to make sure I'm into them. They would expect me to tell them what to do. Um, I mean, the best advice I can give you is to pay attention. Whatever they're talking about, mention it in another conversation. Um, for me, I like myself too much to always have to make the first call of the day or every day. I gotta call you. I gotta call you. Well, you don't like me enough to call me? Like what is it? I don't like that. Like you better call me and you call me and hang up or something so I know you thinking of something. I don't know if you want me to call you first, call, hang up, and like, oh, he tried to call what he wanted. Something. I'm not doing all that extra first stuff. Like what the heck? Am I that ugly that I need to call you first, dude? As long as I don't think I'm ugly, I ain't calling first. Sorry. And that means including wig, makeup, lashes, and everything. I don't care what I look like when I wake up in the morning. If it could be transformed into something that look good, I ain't texting, calling you first at all. Bye. I said if I can be transformed into something that looks good, I'm still ain't texting first. You better recognize. Okay? So don't even like that's how I'm not even taking it personally. I'm taking it personally with myself. Like, girl, what you doing? What are you doing? They need to call you. Exactly. Why aren't they calling you? Why aren't they thinking about you enough to call them? Why? What game are they playing? What kind of advantage are they trying to get? The only advantage they try to get is points with you, and they ain't doing it. So yes, make them call you first. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. Don't give them too much attention or they are gone. Exactly. I don't even call your mama anymore. Scared. I will text. I'm not a calling person. If I ever talk to you on the phone, it's because I like you. Because I don't talk to people on the phone unless I'm being paid. Yes. If ever talk to you on the phone for free, write that down in your journal, put a star next to it, put the date on there, save it because it's going to be valuable one day. That's how much I talk on the phone or like talk to people on the phone. The meaner you are, the more you get. He said, I am not a phone person. You got me on the phone, something. You got some alien DNA. That's all I can tell you. You got me on the phone, you got something different. All right. He texts every day, but no good morning text. It bothers me. Girl, I hate that stupid good morning text. What you doing? You better be thankful because that means he's sending everybody else a good morning text. If he can't send you one, he ain't sending nobody else one. You better be thankful. That means he got stuff to do. He got places to go. Or he sleeps. Depending on what he do for a living. I don't know. Um, like don't text me early in the morning when you texting everybody else. Text me mid-morning after you've already done all your stuff and you got a little break and now you can properly think about me without feeling obligated to text me because you text another woman. Okay. Should you cook for your husband if we're not talking? You shouldn't cook for your husband even if you are talking. Especially if he not paying all the bills. Politely place a cookbook on the counter and walk away. He'll figure it out. I'm gonna write a cookbook. It's for wives who ain't cooking no more. All the recipes gonna be insults or how to get this money. Like the reason you cooking. Okay. Oh, La Peaches, sprinkle, sprinkle. La Peaches, a member in the house. Um, Girl, should you not cook for your hood? What the kind of indentured servitude is this? When they text good morning, beautiful, I never reply back and they go on my Instagram seeing if me shopping unbothered because how many times are they going to do the same thing? Exactly. Like you can text good morning. I'd rather you ask a question, not say that good morning text like good morning. Like I don't want to hear good morning every morning. Ask me a question. Tell me something good. Like send me something fun. I don't want to hear good morning every morning. That's stupid to me. Like, why are you gonna tell me the same thing every day, all day? That's too general. I need specifics. Tell me something that makes my morning, not no good morning. Don't send me no cheesy poem either. I mean, something weird, something crazy, something funny, something mysterious, but don't send me no cheesy stuff. Don't send me no good morning, beautiful. I don't care. I know I look good. I know it's morning. Next, what? You know, y'all got to get creative. It's stupid. Good morning, gorgeous. Just for that, I'm gonna treat you bad for the rest of the day, and you gonna buy me something because that's stupid and corny and very generic. Do you even know me at all? You know, that's how I would feel. When you say you pay attention to power, you better send me something that I'm gonna be like, what is this? That's some stranger calls. Y'all know I don't answer the phone. Um, Sometimes good morning texts are a distraction for what they're really up to. Exactly. They in the bed laying on some other woman. She done went to pee. And they text good morning. They be listening for the toilet to flush before they hit send. Shoot. You said they'll type good morning, beautiful, and hit send to all. Mm, shoot. Anyway, what time is it? So, when he knows you, he knows what you like. He knows good morning text ain't going to be sufficient. He knows all of that. And when they can do those things that you like, it's so good. It puts so much more um, bonding, and it also puts so much more emphasis on, that person in the relationship. You don't want to be generic. And a lot of people are too generic because of stupid social media. That's why if you on social media and you just a carbon copy of the next chick, you don't feel special. You don't make the man feel special. And if he's the same thing, he's a carbon copy of the next person on Instagram, then no one feels special. You can't even pay attention to what people like anymore or certain interests. Hashtag this, or you can't look through their hashtags for their interests. So you got to really know them. It means you got to listen to them, or it means you have to know what they like to get their attention in a serious manner. Stop being a carbon copy. Stop being so generic. Do something different. If I were a man and all I had to choose from with all these chicks on Instagram, and I'm looking and everybody looks the same, got the same makeup on, got the same leggings on, got the same basic crap, got the same basic hashtags. I'm just gonna say any, many, money, mo. They all the same. Might as well just pick the one that expect the least. So honestly, I feel like too many people are carbon copies of each other because they're constantly trying to compare themselves to the next chick and the next chick and da 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 da, and they all wearing the same crap, using the same language, looking the exact same. And I'm like, you know what? Any, mini, money, mo. Hopefully that one ain't crazy. Hopefully this one ain't got five baby daddies. That's basically what they're doing. Mhm. I mean, even if you're above average and you're beautiful, and five other women on Instagram look the exact same, what makes you different? We can do any, many, money, well, and we won't care because there's nothing but basicness there. So what matter? So what are you doing? Like, what are your standards for yourself? Okay, like don't try to blend in. Don't try to be the same. Don't try to look the same as everybody else because you are not. If they want the same thing, they can do any, many, money, mo. They can scroll through that phone like this and go, okay, DM that one. It looks just like the other one. Or, there's nothing even interesting or mysterious or just different about anybody if you could just do that. Do something different. You look like the carbon copy of the next chick. I can't tell who's who. You sound just like the other chick. I can't tell who's who. If everything, like I always say, unless you can have a good look, but do it in a different way. You can have, some hashtags, but throw some other stuff in there too. You can do this, you can do that, but don't be a carbon copy. That's it. And when men can pay attention to those little small intricate details that don't make you a carbon copy, then you know that they like you and not just scrolling and choosing, oh my gosh, this one looks good. It's different. Hmm. You said the basic model right now is long ratchet nails, butterfly lashes, and a mix and match throwback style from the 70s. Girl, that's a costume, right? Get you a wig, some some butterfly lashes, some of them long nails. Put them in a bag and sell it. You call it with some 90s clothes. Put it in a bag and sell it now. It girl, average basic. Okay, and when you say average basic, it doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. It doesn't mean that you're not this perfect model. But if you right next to another perfect model and another perfect model and another perfect model and another perfect model and y'all exact same, then any many money more. Okay. If y'all have nothing deep to talk about, to discuss, if y'all don't have a deeper understanding of anything, if y'all can't connect dots, if y'all don't have no common sense, if y'all are not on the level that can impress somebody to the point where they want to do a double take with you because of something that you said or did, then any, many, money, mo. Okay. So make sure you understand that and don't try to emulate what you see on social media. It's not, that's too easy. Become a real person and you will attract another real person. Okay. Anybody can throw on some lashes and a wig. I mean, I could do that. Did it. Okay. But they're not going to be me and they could never be me. Hmm. You find short nails boring and just not your style. Okay. Well, don't wear wear what you like, darling. If you like long ratchet nails to where you be like on the phone clicking and clacking everywhere, then do what you gotta do. Some men like that. Some men, oh, that's just turn me on when they pull out that phone. They be working with their middle knuckle. Okay, that middle knuckle tap. That might turn me on. You like, oh, remind me of that ratchet chick on that show with all that drama, and they got the same color weave and everything. tap, ratchet tapping, okay? It could be in the new ASMR, ratchet tap. Start your channel, sprinkle. Um, I gotta type though. I gotta do stuff. I can't be in the garden digging with look like a gremlin. All right. My lifestyle is different. I can't have ratchet nails. If I was young and I was trying to be on trend and I was trying to ratchet tap, I would be out there ratchet tapping with all of them. But at my age, in my place of residence, my neighborhood, we can't do all of that. Sprinkle. But those who can, do it while you can, okay? Because y'all ain't gonna be able to do that forever. When y'all get that the age where y'all can't be ratchet tapping all the time, y'all be like, damn, I gotta cut these down. I can be like, I'll be texting like, and y'all mad at y'all boyfriend or whatever, y'all be like, I'm like Morse code up in here, like might be trying to sit there and decode, thinking you trying to write down dots and lines and stuff, like she's saying some type of code. The government gonna start studying y'all and be like, ooh, that's a new code we can do, ratchet tapping. Yes. It's Morse code, but more ratchet. All right. Instead of beep, it'd be the sound of a nail hitting the phone. You know how they go beep, 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 beep. They're gonna change it to anyway. Anyway, yes. How much energy should I put into texting? I don't want to seem boring. If you ratchet tapping like that, you putting a lot of energy. You putting too much. If you on that phone more than 1 minute, you doing too much. It should be like this. Saying, that's it. Other than that, you're doing too much. You need to be talking on the phone or writing some letters or emails after that. If he's 24, he's 58, he says I can pass for a woman who's 30, and when I'm open my mouth, I could be 40 and don't even look old. I actually look girl. I don't know what to tell you. He just told you look old and sound old. Maybe because you're just smart, darling, and you're not ratchet. I would go ahead and take that as a compliment because that means you'll be at least taken seriously. You'll be taken seriously. But don't mean you're not pretty. It doesn't mean you're not cute. Know your worth. Okay, there's women who are 30 years old, walking around, driving around in nicer cars than women who are 24. Remember that and get your money. It means you're smart and you know how to get your money. Okay, you know too much. Yes, it sounds like a compliment to me saying he's too smart for him. And you ain't ratchet. That's all I heard. It's like your level of intelligence is much higher than the average 20-something year old. Which is good. That means you ain't gonna fall for the okie doke. And you don't dress ratchet or trendy like a lot of other younger people do. Well, I'm not saying it's bad to do that in your youth because that's probably going to be the best time to do it. But when you're want to be taken seriously or, start being serious about what type of person you're trying to attract, then you change it up. All right. If you watch my channel, you already know that. How to think of comebacks to rude men, but let me clarify. I don't want to continue talking to them, but just want to say one liner and leave. Girl, go watch all my videos and get you a pad and paper and start writing down. You'll get about 10 from one video. Pick any video, any mini money mo on my video channel, and you'll get a bunch of one-liners. And you just save them up. You don't even have to quote me on them. Just use them as your own. Unless you writing down, and you better put me as a reference. Unless you writing a book, y'all better put me as a reference. I want my credits. Sprinkle. But if you're just talking to someone, say what you gotta say. Go get some good one-liners from all my videos. You said you just call them broke. You can't do the trick. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. Thank y'all so much. Sprinkle. I've been on here long enough. The okie doke is falling for the oldest tricks in the book and not being wise and smart enough to know that you're getting played. But don't fall for the okie doke. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.